My name is Heidi Kidd. I'm the Director of Cosmetic Services, and I'm pleased to introduce Beth Cadigan from EltaMD, who's going to discuss winter skin with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. So Beth, now that winter is here, what are your recommendations for dry skin?
So that's a good question. Number one, of course, as all the providers at APDerm would agree, is SPF. And what's unique about the sunscreens that you carry here from EltaMD is that there's one for every skin type. These are some of the examples of the ones that would be optimum for that winter, more drier feeling of the skin that it gets during the winter time. So these would be very hydrating, and then we have things for combination skin, but you do want to remember your SPF. Those UVA rays are out even when the sun is not out, so you want a good protection each and every day to prevent against that damage. So some of the sun care items that you have here can double as a moisturizer / sunscreen even in the winter time. So start with the SPF, and then of course you want your moisturizers and your hydration, such as a hyaluronic acid serum.
When would you suggest the best time to moisturize is?
So optimally, I think the best time would be, suggested time would be when you come out of a hot shower, because your pores are more wide open, so whatever moisturization product you're using will get down deeper into your skin. But you can certainly moisturize any time of day. Some people just feel drier at certain times during the day, depending on where you are and if the air is on and whatnot. So any time is fine, but really fresh out of a shower is the optimal time you can.
Okay, so, and I guess how often then can you, is it okay to moisturize frequently? I know that during COVID, I'm washing my hands a lot. My hands are feeling very dry.
Yes, so you can, and of course we all are washing our hands more these days. But certainly if you're using, depending upon the products you're using, if you're using a serum, which will go on first, you want to remember the rule of thumb is thinnest to thickest when you're using moisturizing or hydrating products. So if you're using something like our hyaluronic acid skin recovery system serum, and this is great for that skin that we all have these days, maybe that has some maskne, or no matter what skin type you are, this is great to use before you put out anything else on your skin. This will hydrate, but without adding oil to your skin. So you'd put this on first, and it helps with any irritation you may have. And then you'd use your favorite either sunscreen that's doubling as your moisturizer, or you can use one of our moisturizers after that. But really, and then reapply as you need during the day.
Are all moisturizers created equally, or?
No. So again, that's why you have different options in the practices for moisturizers. Two of them here, the PM therapy and the barrier renewal, are going to be more for that normal to dry skin. Anti-aging that maybe has had some laser treatments or some other treatments, and you're trying to build up that epidermis or stratum corneum that's been disrupted with treatments, in a good way, of course. That's going to help more of an anti-aging. The AM therapy actually has willow bark in it, so it's going to help with that skin turnover. So that's good for all skin types, but especially the normal to oily. That's the lightest one we have, but it also helps to build up the thickness of the epidermis too. So depending upon the skin type, your provider or your esthetician will recommend the one that's right for you.
Okay, great. And do we need to moisturize more as we age?
Definitely, but about the moisturization, it's definitely about the hydration too. So you want to make sure you have a product when you're aging that has a hyaluronic acid, which is a product that's going to hold that water in. So it's not adding oil to your skin, but it's providing that extra hydration. So even if you're using a moisturizer, typically as we age, we need to replace those lipids or fats that are normally in our skin that start to deplete as we age, and of course the collagen depletion as we age. So when patients present to get aesthetic treatments to work on some of those issues that they maybe have, fine lines and wrinkles or aging, they definitely want to go home and use a product that's going to support those treatments and help to, work through while you're in between treatments too. So it's definitely important to have a good skeleton crew, especially as we're aging and if we're investing in aesthetic treatments.
Mm-hmm. So as it starts to warm up, should we change our moisturizer?
Oftentimes, you really need to. Now, if we lived in a part of the country like in Arizona where it's typically just dry air, whether it's hot or colder, the air is very dry there, you wouldn't have to change them as much as we do here in New England, where we live in an area that can get very dry in the winter and very humid in the summertime. So you definitely have to have a few products that are interchangeable depending upon the time of year. Again, going back to the sunscreen, we have ones that are definitely lighter, sheer, more appropriate for that normal to oily or normal to humid type of weather where you don't like that heavier feel on your skin in the summertime. And then in the wintertime, the ones that have moisturizers and hydration built into them that are more appropriate for that drier skin. So you do have to switch it up. Not 100 products, but a few good ones that are interchangeable for the different weather I would definitely recommend.
Great, very informative, Beth. Are there any other products there that you want to show us?
So this is a great product. It's very, very popular. It's good for all skin types. It's called Foaming Facial Cleanser. This is sort of the star of the show for EltaMD because one person brings it home and the whole family ends up using it. It's got anti-inflammatory enzymes. It cleanses, it can remove makeup, but without irritation. It doesn't have any exfoliating acids in it. It just gently cleans, doesn't leave a film, and is non-drying. So this is great in the summer and the winter. This is one of those products that is going to be great any time of year. And of course, the lip balm is important. It's an SPF 36. That's good for the beach, skiing, anytime.
Yeah, and it's hard to find a lip balm with that high of an SPF, so that's fantastic.
And then our newer products, of course, I pointed out one, and we also have a light moisturizer. They're called the Skin Recovery products. We just recently came out with those, and they've been extremely helpful for irritated skin post-procedure that's red and just, extra sensitive, or even people that have rosacea, acne. It's hydrating yet calming. Also has our triple amino acid patented technology, so it helps to heal that stratum corneum. Very good for all skin types, and a solution that helps to detoxify the skin. So really something for everybody.
Great, thank you so much. We've enjoyed this. Thank you all, and if you would like to purchase any of these products, please go to our online store at apderm.com.